Hello everyone and welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series on how to make an inventory system. We are back with another requested tutorial of how to make a stored inventory, or let's say stored container. So let me show you. So you know that in the previous episodes we have made this normal chest where you can communicate between chest and your player inventory. So you can grab from here to your player bag and from the player bag to your chest. Same with here, this is completely empty, but let's say if I want to store something in here, it says it stays in here, right? Let's say if your inventory is for 8 slots, so the 8 slot is too low to store in your player bag. So let's say there are some containers or chests, something like this red box, where you can temporarily store some items, and when you progress further in story you can find another chest which is same as this one, and you can simply open it up so you can just grab your stored chest items. So let's store something in it. Okay, so I have two hubs, and from this guy, okay, from this guy we have stored a this scope. So I'm gonna get a scope, and if you remember that that container is empty, so this stored chest I'm just simply gonna store everything in here. So now my player bag is empty to add some more things. Now if I progress further in story and I want that stored chest back, so simply I found a next chest and it has the previous item which has. So this is how it works. You can get the common chest of this stored from any chest which is red one. So we're gonna make this. So this is our inventory project. So we have a normal container. Let's make another container from this master container. So I'm just gonna right click and create a child blueprint. Call it a stored chest or stored container. All the master class items, all the master class variables, functions, everything will be arrived to your child, and if you override something, then it will gonna work the override for that particular child. So this is our stored container, and let's make a color. So for the store, I think a red color would be fine. So I'm just gonna create a material. Instead I'm gonna call it a chest color. Red color would be fine for me, so I'm just gonna simply set it to a red color. So we're gonna identify which chest is this. So in the store container, I'm simply gonna set the color of this chest to a red color we have just made. So yeah, this is our new chest which have all the previous attributes of our master chest. Let me just, yep. And let's say we have another chest when we progress further in story in some different position, and this both chest has the same inventory. So yep, so this is our second chest, and let's say this both have the same inventory. So how do you gonna make this? So for that, the best way to do is save all the stored inventory in your inventory component. So you're gonna simply just grab that back. So open your inventory component. Same way, our player inventory has an inventory. The same way our stored inventory has also an inventory array. So I'm just gonna click on this inventory array and duplicate it by Control W. I'm call it a stored inventory. Obviously our stored inventory also has some a variable. So the variable is a stored inventory slot. So you can, if you want to modify that slots, you can simply modify it. So I'm just gonna call it a stored slots. The stored slots would be an integer, and let's say by default your storing inventory has how much, let's say 16 slots, 4 4 4 4, the 4 rows of slots. And what we want to do on the begin play, the event, go to your event graph. On the begin play we want to resize this stored inventory so it won't gonna overload. So just grab this stored inventory, get the stored inventory, and I'm just gonna resize it to our stored inventory slots. And I think it's good to make a function rather than doing all in the event graph. So I'm just gonna simply click on, select all this thing, right click and collapse to a function, and I'm just gonna call it a prepare inventory. So you can see if you double click on this, the prepare inventory has the resizing functions. So this is it now. Now for the storing this inventory part, so open your inventory slots and you can see we have made this thing in the transfer function that we can communicate between the chest and your player. So if it's your we are interacting with our chest, and if it's our inventory, player's inventory, then we're gonna simply move from player inventory to chest or chest to player inventory, vice versa. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna simply make a new function. I'm gonna call it save stored inventory, and I'm simply gonna categorize it to the transfer functions we have categorized it. If you don't do it, okay, this is also should be categorized. Yep, so this save stored inventory. So what I'm gonna do, you can see we have these two components, player inventory and the current inventory. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab your player inventory. From the player inventory I'm gonna get the container. So get the container, and I'm gonna simply cast to stored inventory. So cast to stored container. So I want to see if the player inventory, if the container we are interacting is our stored container or not. If it's our stored container, then what I want to do, I want to save this container's inventory in our stored inventory array. So the player inventory, I'm simply gonna get that I'm simply gonna set that stored inventory array, and the array I want to stored is this container's inventory. So I'm simply gonna get an inventory component from this stored container. From that I'm simply gonna get the inventory array and I'm simply gonna store it. So this is all for it. Hit compile, save. Now what I want to do, I simply want to call that function every time we do a transfer. So for the player inventory to chest, after refreshing a slot, I'm simply gonna save it to stored inventory if and only if is our player is our stored inventory. For the chest, simply I want to save to inventory function, so I'm simply gonna call that function twice. Now this is all done. Now what, you can see where was our component, this was. So you can see on the master container we are simply setting these items, and then after on begin play we're gonna simply add the inventory to item. For that we have to do the same, but not on this. So I'm simply gonna call this container name as stored chest, and the rest of the things should be as it is. You don't have to specify any slots or any container items. However, the height you should specify is something that let's say 600. So 600 should work. Before doing so, you can see in the master container, in the event graph, open up the event graph. So you can see on the interact, we are setting a player, getting a player reference of third person, and we're gonna setting it to player reference, the variable. Then we're gonna simply toggling both the inventory, the player one and the this one, the chest one. Before doing the toggling one, I'm simply want to make a function, and I'm gonna call it to save stored, or let's say get stored inventory. Get stored inventory. We are doing this all in a master container, right? And this function by default should be empty, and we're gonna override this function on our stored inventory child class. So this function is empty. We're gonna call that function in before we are doing the toggling part in our interact. Right, in the interact interface, we are gonna see get the stored inventory. It is done. The next thing we want to do is open your stored container and open the full blueprint editor view. What we want to do, we want to override that function we have just made. So we're gonna simply click on this override, and we're gonna get the stored inventory. It will gonna open up something like an event, because our function get stored inventory don't have any return value. So if you remembered, we have stored that player reference. So get that player reference. This function is from master class, so you can access from the child blueprint as well. If you don't have this player reference, then you can simply cast it to your player character. So what I want to do, I simply want to get that inventory component of our player. From that, I simply want to get that stored inventory, and I want to set this chest inventory, this chest, to this stored inventory one. So I will simply gonna do for each loop. For each loop, what I want to do, I want to set this stored inventory to this chest current inventory. So I'm simply gonna get that inventory array, and I'm gonna call set array element. The array index should be this array index, the item should be this array element. It compiles. So you can see everything is done. We only need one thing to do. We need to specify that slots in your inventory. So go to your construction script on your stored container, and we're gonna specify slots for this component. So you can see the components for both are the same. So what you're gonna do, we're gonna get that slot, get stored, get that stored slots, and get inventory slots, or what is name slot, get the number of slots. The number of slots is your, not the number of slots, get set the number of slots, set number of slots. So we're gonna need this stored slots to set in our number of slots of our inventory component. So for the current inventory, we're gonna simply storing the slots of this one. So this is all for it. So let's see if it's working or not. So this red inventory, by default it's empty with 16 slots, and for also this is empty for this one. And why this is popping something like this? Okay, because we haven't provided that height. So yep, we have to provide, we must have to provide this height. Height should be that 600. So, and the height of this, I simply want to set it back to, I don't want to provide the height over here, so I simply want to set it to 0, or for the stored container the height should be 600. Where was it? This one. Don't change this height, only you have to change this height only and only if that changes. So let's now check it out. So yep, the height is working fine for both of this, and both are empty. So this is our 4 hubs. Let's get one scope and water. We're gonna store all this thing. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna access those things when we are progressing further in story. So we're gonna access those things in here. So let's say we have get one scope, and it should now contain 4 slots. So you can see there are 4 slots. Same way in here, it should contain the 4 slots. So yeah, it is working. So this is our stored inventory. So this is all for it now. So thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.